Hello everybody, and welcome back to Watching Wolford. I am Ash, just off the Strictly podcast, now talking about Emmerdale, as there's been a lot of very important news that's been teased, as obviously Emmerdale's about to begin its final big week before Christmas, the Britain's Got Talent finale week, where obviously there's usually big stunts, there's big explosions. I believe last year it was a lot of the Mina Jutla stuff, where she obviously continued her serial killer campaign. But they have been announcing a lot of very big stories ahead of this big event. Essentially, people dripping in a lot of that big information to go, ooh, that's actually quite interesting. But yeah, here we go. So first up, we're going to talk about a steamy new affair. Emmerdale announces steamy new affair storyline as married character cheats. It's going to affect a lot of our villagers. Emmerdale has revealed plans for a surprising new affair storyline which could threaten to destroy a happy marriage. Show boss are currently keeping tight-lipped about the two characters involved, but their antics will have far-reaching consequences for the village. Producer Laura Shaw shared the storyline teaser with Digital Spy and other at a media press event for the soap this week. Shaw explained, we love an affair in soaps. We got a very passionate, steamy affair coming up between two people. One of them at the moment is seemingly happily married, rather. It's going to affect a lot of our villagers. She added, it's also going to ultimately lead to a new arrival joining the show, which I can't tell you about yet, just because it won't be until next year, but we're very excited about it here. It's going to be explosive, and that new arrival is going to cause uproar in the village. And then it talks about the fact of the affair that went on this year was obviously Liam and Wendy. Alright, so who could be this married character? Oh. Let's just immediately take a look at the current Emmerdale cast. And let's generally think about who this affair could be. I'm quite torn, honestly, because I can't really imagine it being a lot of characters, you know? A lot of the characters where they would have a big storyline, I couldn't imagine them having a much... I'm initially looking towards perhaps Moira or Kane, another affair on the cards. I'm not sure who it would be with exactly, but I could see that happening. I could see a Charity, Chloe, and Mac love triangle again if that storyline is still continuing. I could see Nate and Tracy going through some dodgy stuff again. But I couldn't see it being like Lydia or Sam, as they've obviously been struggling with the rape story. I could see it being either Dawn or Billy. I think they're linked to a different storyline this Christmas that I will get into. And it has news as well. I just can't imagine it being a lot of these characters. I could perhaps see a very explosive Caleb and Moira affair, possibly. But I'm not entirely sure. I can't really imagine a lot of these characters having a big affair though. So I suppose my immediate targets are likely just going to be hold on, I've absolutely forgotten who I was angling as big suspects. I would immediately suggest perhaps it will be either Billy and... I've forgotten the other person's name. Billy and Dawn. Or I could easily imagine it being Caleb and Moira, possibly. I'm not really too sure on that one. But, you know, a big, massive married affair, a big, juicy, disgusting destroyer. But then again, I don't really see Kane and Moira as a happy marriage. That's why I perhaps do see it as more of a Dawn and Billy thing. But there we are. And let's carry onwards with another storyline that's been unveiled, being another baby storyline. Dawn and Billy Fletcher are currently expecting a child together, but this won't be the only baby to make an appearance in the coming months. Warning that one relationship in the village will be severely tested. Sure laugh, we all have a soap baby. We know that Dawn and Billy are pregnant and excitedly waiting for their baby, which is conveniently due around Christmas. As soap babies always are, it's either Christmas or Super Soap Week. But we do have another baby that is joining us. That one won't be as, this won't be as happy news of Billy and Dawn though, and it's going to be a huge shock for one of our couples in Emmerdale. She added, it's going to literally turn lives upside down and result in a big fracture in what was once a very solid marriage. Dawn announced her pregnancy news, blah blah blah. This happened later in the year, or earlier in the year rather. With this one, I am feeling like maybe Gabby is pregnant again, because I don't remember if they necessarily kissed, or I could have sworn that Billy and Gabby either slept together or they at least had a kiss or something. Though I can't necessarily guarantee it. Obviously, I like Emmerdale. I've enjoyed the show in the past, but it's not one of the shows I actively watch regularly. I do want to get into it a little bit more. Like, I would like to. Okay, she only tried to kiss Billy. Hold on. Like, I could easily imagine her. I could imagine Gabby being pregnant with Nikki's baby, and this would obviously cause a lot of issues for Nikki and Caleb. But I'm not entirely certain. But you know, a surprise baby storyline. I do think there'll be a surprise baby with Dawn and Billy. Like, I think maybe this could lead into an affair. But like I said, I'm still basically, I want to get back into watching Emmerdale. So I was enjoying it a lot. I was enjoying it last year when we had a lot of the Andersons drama, but ultimately through time and doing this channel, it's kind of delayed a lot of me actually taking the time to watch Emmerdale. So ultimately, a lot of the Emmerdale fans, please tell me in the comment section who you think are supposed to be involved in this. Next up, we have Emmerdale to air a long-running new health storyline. And it's saying that Emmerdale has announced that a much-loved character will take center stage in a long-running new health storyline. Show bosses have refused to give away the village's identity at this stage, but the plot is expected to begin airing in the coming months. Excuse me. We've got a big health storyline coming up that involves one of our most loved and well-known characters. I can't say at this stage who it is, but it's definitely going to have a huge impact on their life and all the people around them. Working closely with an amazing charity have been guiding us every step of the way. They then discussed the storyline of the Ashley Thomas dementia storyline, which won a lot of awards and did very good in terms of a long-running health storyline. If I had to guess anyone, I'd perhaps suggest Zach Dingle. I feel like he's got enough status to be important enough to have a big health scare, and obviously have it kind of try unite the Dingles. And as for big established characters, I can't really imagine a lot of people that would be really upset about some of these characters going big issues. Maybe even Beowulf, you know, maybe it could even be them. So it'd obviously have Paddy and Chaz, and you know, they'd be trying to look after him. I don't know, like, it has to be a big enough character to be important and upset people, but I also can't imagine it being like, it has to be a slightly older character, right? And I can't imagine it being Pollard. I can't imagine it being the other lady in the cafe. I've forgotten her fucking name that's with Pollard. Not Val. Who the fuck is she currently with? I mean, Brenda. There we are. I don't know. I can't imagine it being a big, important thing. But I don't know. Like, maybe it'll lead into Bernice's exit. But I honestly couldn't tell you. That's why I need your guys' opinion to see who you actually believe could be in the running. But yeah, bit married character cheats. And I suppose also just there's 2 other news items which have been reported, saying Emmerdale has confirmed plans to air darker storylines this year's Christmas episodes. Festive season won't be a time of celebration for some of the villagers, with show bosses aiming to provide a much different tone compared to recent years. Heading up to Christmas, we definitely got some exciting plans, but I definitely have been sworn to secrecy on this one. What I can tell you, in the last couple of years we've done a lighter, fluffier Christmas in Emmerdale, but this one will be different in tone. A lot of it is edgier for us this Christmas, and I can tell you that we're definitely not every one of our villagers will be sat down eating their turkey with all the trimmings on Christmas Day. Heading into New Year's, we'll be introducing more exciting new characters, and they'll all be revealed nearer the time. We'll be seeing a well-known face returning. We've got tragedy striking one family in the new year. Perhaps Dawn and Billy's new baby dies suddenly. I don't know. We've got 1 or 2 other villagers getting some very serious trouble, at least one of them which may end up with them being sent to prison, but we'll see. And then we have the Matty Barton actor essentially saying, I think everybody has a lot to do this Christmas. And finally, them saying that there will be a special set of episodes for the Dingles. And they said Emmerdale has announced plans for the Dingle family to take centre stage in a special set of episodes. This long-running soap will break from its usual format later in the autumn, as a new major plot involves all the key players in the Dingle clan. Show producer Laura Shaw shared details. We know they're one of our favourite families in soap, and we're going to be doing something a little special with the Dingles coming up. I think pretty much all the Dingles are going to be involved in the episodes we filmed in a slightly different way from usual style. True to form, we played with the format a bit. She added there's going to be lots of secrets being revealed, and all the cast and crew filming about it have been absolutely raving about it. Having seen the final episodes myself last week, I think it's going to be very memorable, and further details of special week episodes of the Mystery News Storm will be revealed later this month. So yeah, that's a lot of the information shared of the new plans for Emmerdale and what they plan to do. But I simply implore you to tell me in the comment section down below what you think's going to happen, as I haven't been watching Emmerdale over the last year. I'm pretty sure I stopped around like February, March time. As suddenly a lot of the characters that I did grow to like suddenly were leaving the show. But obviously a lot of that time's been spent watching Hollyoaks, watching Coronation Street, watching EastEnders, and trying to keep on track and filling up people into the stuff. But as said before, I am trying to get into Emmerdale, so it would be cool to see you guys having a discussion about who you think dies in the comment section down below. But thank you all for watching. I think it's time to rest my voice, as I've been speaking for a good 2 hours now. And that is only in video form. But yeah, thank you for watching. I've been Ash from Watching Wolford. Are you excited for all of these huge Christmas plans revealed for Emmerdale? Is it your favourite show? Tell me in the comment section down below. But thank you for watching, and I'll make sure to join us next time. Bye bye.